Comedy quiz show about the news. The emphasis is on being funny, right. And we have a panel of very witty people. Susan Morrison, who's one of the founding editors of Spy magazine.
Oh, sure.
And Andy Kindler, a funny comedian. Which there's no better type of comedian than a funny comedian.
Yeah, I find.
Those really are the best. And Ian Scholes, who's...
oh, I know Ian Scholes.
You know Ian? Yeah, he's great.
Yes, he's great. I worked with him about 10 years ago.
And Larry Miller was on the show yesterday and just killed.
Larry is very funny. Well,
yeah.
Tell us about... So you talk about upcoming things like the elections, for example?
Well, do you want to play the game a little bit?
Well, it's a little unorthodox, but
it might just be, but hey, after the bloody finger, anything is going to, you know. Well, some of the questions that we had yesterday, for example, we showed a clip of Paula Corbin-Jones. You remember she's the woman who's suing President Clinton.
Oh, yes.
And there's a clip of her holding up an envelope saying, "I have the proof right here." And the question was, now, and the way we play the game, there's two ways of answering the question. Freestyle, which means come up with a funny answer, and compulsory, which is the right answer. It's like figure skating.
Okay.
So, freestyle, what's in her envelope?
Well, see, so first of all, I think we should ban manila envelopes. The O.J. trial, they are nothing but problems. But that's something I've been thinking.
This is true.
This is true. What is in it? Oh, didn't she say she had pictures or something, or she could say what President Clinton looked like without any
graphic
clothes
descriptions
on or
of his genitalia, yes.
All right, I didn't want to say that, but fine.
Okay. I do a cable show, you do a network show.
There's a difference right there.
All right. Well, I'll skip the more provocative next one. But there's a musical clue that we used yesterday. California's illegal immigration problem just got worse. There's a musical clue to help you guess what it is.
Flight of the Bumblebee?
First documented swarm of killer bees has arrived in California.
Oh, I see.
See, so that's the way the game works, you know. But you would come up with a funny answer perhaps first, and then try to get the right answer.
I don't think I'd be asked on the program. It looks like that.
If you came out with a bloody finger, you just might.
Well, do you have any take on the upcoming elections?
Yeah, you know, the thing about this election that I find so goofy is here in California, Michael Huffington is in big trouble because of this Zoe Baird problem, the illegal nanny, which is a misdemeanor. In Virginia, Oliver North appears to be winning, even though he was convicted of 3 felonies of lying to Congress. So if you want to succeed in politics and break the law, make sure it's a felony.
I see. Americans just don't like small-time criminals.
That's right. Do it big.
You got to have the big criminals, and then you can go for it.
I would say, after watching this election, that perhaps we should take a deep breath before advising the Haitians how to do a democracy, you know? What are they going to do? Negative commercials about General Cedras says he didn't use the government limousine. Why can't General Cedras tell the truth? One other thing about this, in California, there's so many people complaining that this election is costing so much money. These people are pouring so much money. Michael Huffington and Diane are spending all this money. This state is in a recession. These people are pumping $100 million into the economy.
That's helping.
My feeling is we should have an election every 6 months. This would be a boom like you wouldn't believe.
That's right. I didn't think about that.
These people know.
Are you still watching the news feeds? I know you have your satellite dish. You're sort of legendary for picking up these feeds from around the world. Yeah, my favorite was when, just before General Cedras left Haiti, Dan Rather went down for that exclusive interview. Right. And, you know, what are you doing when you're waiting to do an interview with a man who has killed 5,000 people in 3 years, you know? So Dan Rather is tapped. This is before it goes out over the air. This is just what, and he's really tap dancing to keep the general, you know, comfortable, and the interpreter keeps saying, "He's not comfortable, Dan. Dan, he's not comfortable. He's not comfortable, Dan." And finally, Dan notices that the general has this earpiece on and the microphone. He's tangled up in the cables, and Dan just says kind of jokingly to, you know, small talk to keep him occupied, "Well, now you know why we call that the electric chair, General." And General Cedras says, "We're a more civilized country than yours, Dan. We do not use that kind of torture here." Do you have any take on the whole O.J. thing? Have you been...
Well, I've been trying to get a date with Faye Resnick, but...
Really? Just...
You know, the line is stretching around the block at this point. I think the only thing that would make this more perfect for television is if somebody discovered, you know, the jury is going to consist of 4 African Americans, 4 Latinos, 2 whites, and an angel. That's the perfect jury. That's the perfect TV jury.
That's the one you want to get. That's the one you want to get. Maybe they should have like a jury channel.
You know, I've been thinking about this. They take you all the way on court TV up to that last door. Right. And that last door isn't open. Why not have a channel that just puts you in the jury room? You're the 13th juror. Right. Because the court TV, you have to listen to lawyers all the time. A jury channel, you just can identify with normal people. I don't know, he wore the sweater, I liked him better when he wore the tie, you know? Right. 24 hours a day.
Just make your decision based on that.
That's it, yeah.
All righty, the show is The News Hole with Harry Shearer, Wednesdays, 7:30, 11:30, Comedy Central. Thanks, Harry.
Thank you, Jay.
Good seeing you. Be right back right after this.